learned
How
about
you
a
been,
really
WTOP?
weird
What's up, bro?
situation involving Pokimane and a creepy employee of a major company, and it's left me feeling the same way I felt when I was a young sprout that watched Inception for the first time, confused. Usually when I'm
I
talking
never
about things
watched
on the
that.
internet, I
I ain't
like
gonna
to
lie.
set the dinner table to prepare all of you for the meal we're about to consume together, give you like little
Look at this
clip
freaking.
notes on what
This is off topic, but look at this man's setup, bro. If I can get my stuff like that, oh my goodness, it's like a dream setup. But besides like my own personal type of stuff back,
the whole thing is
that's
about.
fire,
But in
bro.
this case, I just can't. My
That shit
tiny
clean
little
as a
smooth
bitch.
reptile brain can't fully grasp what exactly happened here. It's such a wild web of wacky, shady, sketchy shit that it's just not computing in my little noodle here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing some of the clips and do my best to break it down because it's a really interesting and strange case.
Someone that I and many streamers have been working with for years, someone who was also employed at a large company in the industry, has targeted and manipulated girls, specifically in my community, by falsifying a romantic and sexual relationship with me.
Now,
Oh, what?
Pokimane treats their name like Voldemort. She doesn't speak it. She doesn't talk about who the employee is in order to protect the anonymity of the victims. Admittedly, I
That's
don't really
weird.
understand that concept, considering if this is a powerful, prominent figure in the industry, I feel like it would have been a great service to actually name and shame them so that way people know to avoid them in the
Right,
future. But I'm
right.
not familiar enough with the situation to say for sure if that actually was optimal. Maybe this is the right way of playing it to keep it clean and safe for everyone. I don't know. But anyway, this Sith Lord of Cringe was a high-level employee at a company that was big into the streaming space. Most people are speculating it was a former Twitch employee, and if you held me down and waterboarded me and forced me to make a guess, I would
Rex
also
King,
say it was most likely a former
Eudora,
Twitch employee
Fastlane. I
because
bet. After this, I'm gonna react to it. I got you. Hold on. Let me put my fan on.
had a
It is
lot of
mad.
connections with a
Again,
ton
hold
of
on. I'm
streamers.
gonna react to it
There's
after
just
this.
not many brands that work with a lot of
It's freaking hot. Oh, sheesh.
had a lot of connections with a ton of streamers, and there's just not many brands that work with a lot of streamers that like would they'd share in common. So I feel like the most likely answer is a former Twitch employee. And let's just face it, let's just be honest with each other here.
That's
All right?
mad
There's
weird,
no reason
bro.
to beat around the bush. I don't need to serve you syrup on your pancakes. I'll give them to you raw. There are some fucking creepy Twitch employees that have worked there.
What kind of
It's
saying
just
is
the
that, bro?
facts. This would not be the first Twitch employee to be a weirdo that has abused their power. There have been cases where some lower level employees have done very sketchy things in their position, and this would kind of fit that modus operandi of someone doing something similar.
Leaking privileged information he gathered from his job, as well as threatening to harm himself if these girls turn against him. He is well networked in the industry. He
Ain't no
knows
way.
many streamers. He has helped us with many things. This was someone that we were genuinely grateful for their help. A few months ago, a few girls in my community came forward to me with some concerns and asked to speak to my manager.
That shit mad weird,
They
bro.
proceeded to send my manager countless screenshots and videos of their conversation with him, proving the lying and manipulation that was going on.
The more Pokimane explains this person, the more I picture them as an
Most Twitch players are
unhealthily
simps.
obsessed
I'm not even
antisocial
surprised, bro.
weirdo Reddit fanfic loser
Like-
drooling all over themselves for a streamer because they're so delusional that they think
Well,
they're
there's a lot of
entitled
freaking
to a
Twitch viewers that
relationship with
are
them
way more
because they
simps.
donate money. But in this case,
Everybody
that
from Twitch is weird at
stalker
this point.
creep type
That's why I
actually
switched
had
platforms.
power.
Nah, let me stop talking over them before they
Pokimane was
ban
someone
me.
that they had worked with for
Let me stop talking
multiple
shit.
years now, and had actually used confidential information from their conversations to
Loki still want to go back on Twitch.
manipulate Pokimane's female viewers into liking
YouTube
him
better than Twitch? You think so?
somehow. This is where his
I'm starting to like
plan
YouTube more than
makes
Twitch,
no
if I'm being
sense to
honest
me.
with
It
you.
is more confusing than
I'm missing
quantum
more
science.
YouTube.
So his plan is to reach out to Pokimane's female viewers and let them know that he is dating.
I would probably only do Twitch for like reacting to music, cause you know how like YouTube be blocking your videos when it comes to music. So maybe if it comes to that, I might do it for Twitch, cause they don't be on that. But YouTube, they blocked my Yeet video, and then it came back like a few days later. It was unblocked, but it was like blocked in some countries. But like, dude, they blocked it mad quick. It was like a
dating and
good
having sex with
a good day?
Pokimane, and then fabricating screenshots.
had 100 views, then it got
to prove
blocked.
it, in
And
order
it was gone
to
for like 3 days, and I was like,
what?
damn, that's messed up.
Like, how does that further his goal
That was like my
of
best stream so far.
getting laid? I guess it makes no sense. We're dividing by zero, trying to understand what this guy's thought process was. Pokimane explains that he would reach out to the female viewers, inform them of his relationship to her, and then what? Like, how? What was his end goal? I don't.
Twitch ban
get
most of
it.
their streams,
Like, if
yeah.
it was other streamers, I would.
Hey, one of the
understand
streamers I
if
like
he
low
reached out
key
to them
watch
to try and,
sometimes
like,
got banned
form
again
some kind of business
after he just got
relationship.
unbanned, and
Like,
I'm like,
I
that's
saw you in
wild.
Pokimane's chat. Well, I actually fuck her, so you can trust me. I know what I'm doing, and I also work
And then
at this company.
Speed got
Like,
banned, if you
would
know what that
almost
is.
make
Speed
sense. I
got
guess
banned
maybe that
for like a
is
whole week, and I'm
part of
like,
it, which
everybody's
he
getting
doesn't
banned now at this
single
point.
out that he only reached
And
out
he's
to
on
streamers.
YouTube, so I'm
He
like,
apparently reached
what
out to
the
just
heck?
anyone in her chat that was female. So, like, this guy was casting the widest net imaginable, just swiping right on everyone on Tinder in Pokimane's chat, and then letting them know that he's dating her and they're sexually active, making love together.
That's insane.
I guess.
That's insane.
And then he'd even trauma dump by saying that he's suicidal in order to try and force them into a sympathetic situation where they'd feel obligated to communicate with him and stay in touch with him. Otherwise, they'd be afraid that he'd fucking kill himself, throw himself off of a goddamn rooftop or something if they ignored his Discord message. Like, this guy is just a fucking weirdo scumbag, and his plan doesn't make any sense.
So basically, he would reach out to girls that he knew were like in my chat or viewers of mine. He would approach them, and because of his connections with streamers and the company he worked at, he seemed like a very trustworthy individual. He would then tell the girls that he's suicidal and deals with mental health issues, which of course would garner him a lot of sympathy. And again, these girls are so sweet, so of course they would hear him out. And then once he felt that he gained their trust enough, he would start sharing these photoshopped Discord conversations with me. Like, he would share it with them, but they were of me and him, as well as making up like wild stories about me. He acted like he knew and hung out with me and my friends in person. This is someone I've never met.
Again, what the
Shit, my mic was muted. You know how weird you gotta be to make up a story with somebody that don't even know you? Like, come on, man. It's like, that shit's dick eating as fuck. Discord for weirdos, yeah. I only have Discord just like to talk to my boys when I'm on the Switch, because I don't have like the Switch mic
fuck
thing.
was
But
his plan? It doesn't make sense.
a lot of
His whole
Discord
thing is
people
about,
are weird,
I'm
bro.
dating
Like,
Pokimane, so you can trust me, and I also work at
I-
this company,
I
so
seen
you can,
too
like,
much,
turbo
man.
Trust me. Give me a big fist bump. I'm just here looking out for you. I saw you.
we
in
only
her
got 3 of my
chat,
homies
and
in
I
one
thought,
Discord. That's
man,
it. I don't even know how to use that
benevolent
bitch.
saint I can help this girl. That's why I'm reaching out to you. But then what? Like, you're already conveying your inner relationship with someone, so why would they then be enticed to try and, like, hook up with you if that's the goal? If the goal was, like, to get pussy or whatever. It just, none of it makes any sense at all.
It don't.
This is, like, actual, like, deranged lunacy.
He fabricated all of this just to manipulate these girls. He claimed that his relationship with me made him suicidal, and he used this to make the girls feel like they couldn't turn their backs on him. He told elaborate stories of our alleged sexual encounters in detail to girls that are like in my community, use like inappropriate photos, like nudes that weren't of me, and he would send them to the girls and say that it was me. He also leaked confidential information to these girls to gain their trust.
What a master scheme from Mega
Crazy.
Mind here. Hey, here's Pokimane's
I don't got
nudes.
no words, bro.
So,
That's
Do
crazy.
you want to work with me? Like, I don't get it. So he'd Photoshop nudes or deepfake nudes.
How do you
potentially,
Photoshop
and claim
nudes,
that
bro?
they're
What?
Pokimanes to the girls in her community to try and manipulate them into being his friend and then romantically getting involved with him. Like, how does that work? Like, how does sending nudes claiming that they're Pokimane
None of this is adding
to
up.
those
It don't make
girls you're
sense.
sending them to being like, wow, I can't wait to fuck this guy. This guy's having sex with Pokimane. I need to have sex with this guy.
Like, bro, that doesn't make it any.
What in tardation is going on here? What a load of hooey. This dude ate way too
The fuck
much
this dude
glue
be saying
growing up and
sometimes?
then got addicted to porn or something because what the fuck? It doesn't make sense. Now, it's not
No
that I'm
fucking
doubting
sense.
it happened. I absolutely do believe this happened. And it does highlight an issue where when someone like this guy does get in a position of power, they have the ability to abuse it. She mentions that he'd leak confidential information. She goes on to give an example where he would leak what she'd make off of a brand deal. So he would tell these girls in Pokimane's community, here's what Pokimane's making off of this
He
brand.
pocket watching
As a way of
too?
being like transparent and making it seem like, wow, this guy knows his shit.
Like, you already worried what
So
you
he
pocket
would
watching
leak,
now? Like, come on.
confidential shit, which you can't do, obviously, and faking the nudes and everything.
What's
and
the
then
reason though?
for
Like,
some reason, manipulate them into wanting to be with him. All of it is so fucking weird, so bizarre.
Afterwards, he would then try to develop romantic and sexual relationships with these girls. After gaining their trust, he would hit on them, offer to fly them out, meet up in person, buy them gifts, ask for inappropriate photos of them after sending them fake inappropriate photos of me.
This is so fucking stupid. This guy is an absolute imbecile.
what the
Here's some
what?
naked photos of Pokimane. Now, can you send me pictures of your boobies? I'd like to see your titties, please.
Titties.
Madame, would
Dude,
you
can I
like
see your
to,
titties? Like
come
niggas a
out to my
weirdo.
neck of the woods? I'll fly you out, and we can.
You work
discuss
for
more
Twitch, bro.
Pokimane
You act like they can't just
because, as you know,
get you out of there
sexual
by like a snap of the finger, bro. You're
like none of it.
niggas have no sense.
Like, it is so wild and such a shitty thing to do.
The way people
and
function
it
makes no
doesn't
sense to
even
me
make
sometimes.
sense why he'd do it in the first place, because the plan itself is nonsensical.
At all.
It's so weird. So weird. So he disclosed the confidential information about like brand deals and money like that after reaching out, like cold calling like a fucking telemarketer to just women in Pokimane's chat to try and earn their trust through pretending to be suicidal and in a relationship with Pokimane. And then somehow that's supposed to translate to them flying out to him to have sex.
It doesn't correlate at all.
How?
Not a bit.
Why? It's so fucking weird. So yeah, I just wanted to go over this because I've been racking my brain on it for a couple hours now. I heard this, or I saw these clips a couple hours ago, and I've just been stewing on it, just marinating, trying to really get a grasp on what the fuck actually was going on in this dude's fucking brain to do this goofy shit. It's so weird. So I just wanted to share it. That's about
Niggas
it.
are
So, yeah.
weirdos, dude. These are freaking weirdos. Who the hell is this guy? Now I want to watch this video.